Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the 5D News. We are already at the very end of the month of July 29th. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Sophie. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Excited to be here. Excited to see what is new in the world.
Yes. So we have many interesting topics to cover tonight. As usual, we're going to start with the astrology because there's a lot going on there. But just before we do so, I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who took the time to comment down our videos. It's really appreciated, and we read all of your comments, so thank you. And especially for the positive comments and of course the constructive criticism. Yes, constructive criticism. Still Mercury retrograde. And I just want to say that some people were saying that sometimes there's topics that we covered that are not so positive. And yes, we try to really keep let's say, a healthy balance between exposing the truth, but also covering the news and covering what's going on in the world, and also uplifting the frequency. So it's like a tough dance between, yes, sometimes we go into darker stuff, but sometimes we try to come back into the light and to share also empowerment guidance as much as we can. So anything you want to share there, Sophie?
I think that the intention is always really important, and we do that with the best intent of we go in with what do we have to understand from it, what we can do about it, and the intent is just that, and it's absolutely not to start fear or anything. It's really about trying to see what is the truth in this and what we can understand from the situation. Intent is everything.
Yeah, totally. And even if we're covering more, let's say, tougher subject, because we know it's also part of our reality, we're not yet in the 100% love and light, although in our hearts we are. It's important that we understand like the role of everything and what can we do to better the situation. So I just wanted to preface the show by saying that, but thank you to everybody who took the time to comment. We really appreciate you. And while we're here, do make sure you like this video because it really helps us into creating some more content like this one. We put a lot of love and work into it, so we really appreciate your support in the forms of likes and subscription to the channels. And of course, you can share the videos with the people you think who might like this. So we're going to start here tonight with the Earth and the stars, because yes, of course, there's a lot going on there. Let's start here. So on tomorrow, on July 30th, we have Chiron, who's about to go retrograde for the next 5 months. So that's very normal. Chiron is an asteroid in astrology. And the outside, let's say objects, planets, asteroids, go retrograde for about 5-6 months every year. So that's very normal. But since we have like a lot of, let's say, purging, healing energies around us right now, I'd like to ask the cards, what will happen to our collective healing process during the next 5 months while Chiron is in retrograde motion? Let's see.
We have the first card of train wreck. That's interesting. I think that this is the off balance, the devil energy. So let's see what is there. It says community. So there could be a lot of observing where we went overboard, where we went in the excess as a collective. It could be on a personal level as well. Maybe spending habits, maybe bad food or smoking or whatever it is for people. Maybe there is going to be a review on where are we doing things in excess and off balance. Let's see more.
That makes sense already.
Okay, we have commitment with the card of the ring. Yeah, so again, that's the Saturn energy coming in as, okay, so we went off balance for a moment. So how can we bring more stability, more of a discipline, more of a balance that would be how can we bring a balance in your life that would be bring you results that you're actually wanting and not consequences of a habit that is not for you, as a personal level again and as a collective level. So as a personal level, I named that could be spending habits, it could be relationship that are not good, that could be eating or any type of lifestyle choices that went to an extreme that is not good. Extreme are normally not good anyway. But as a collective, that could also be like kind of a understanding, a breakthrough of, oh, we went into an extreme. And that could be about the tariffs, just for an example. That could be about any other things that are collectively going on, where things have been pushed to an extreme, and we need to review: do we really want to commit in that route, that path, sorry, or not? Do we want to reroute it? Do we want to change where we're headed, or do we want to continue on that path? And we have the card of stop.
Mm. And do you think it's going to also be the case with health stuff? Because I'm thinking Chiron is in Aries right now. It's a lot about like the physical body and a lot about individualization. So yeah, and of course what you just said I think can apply to everything almost. So many subjects, political subjects, health, the way we view ourselves, our spirituality. So I think it applies to many things. Let us know what you think in the comments, but I think it's a beautiful guidance also to maybe pinpoint what has been off balance and where we had gone to extremes and bring it back to the way of the middle, if that makes
Yes,
sense.
and I think physically could be the liver first, a detox from the liver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting you say that because I was just thinking of I was talking about diets and stuff with a friend, and he was saying that, oh, it's better to eat less, let's say, sugar and more fat. But I came across like the exact opposite, let's say, view on, let's say, a health expert on social media. And he says like it's all about the liver, and the more fat that you eat, if you eat like a lot of proteins, for example, then your fat is very overburdened, and you need to, and the brain operates more on a glucide basis. So there are like so different theories, but I think again what you're saying is that not go to any extreme, even with, let's say, it's supported by like a theory, a rational theory. You want to, let's say, find a healthy balance between both, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And like a few years, we have that new power ingredient, power food, something that people go overboard with. And like anything else, if you go into an extreme, it's not good. But this time with this Chiron transit, I think it's just having a good lifestyle where you don't just follow the masses, but you go with what works for you and you commit to your own journey and your own your own journey, basically what works for you, and you commit to it.
I love that. I love that. And another famous retrograde is happening right now. We have Mercury retrograde until the 11th of August. So still, let's say, 2 weeks to go. And so far, I have to say, I love this Mercury retrograde because I think it's allowing us to have so many let's say insights about what makes us happy, what do we need in order to feel fulfilled. It's in the sign of Leo. And so I hope you guys are having also important revelations in that regards. And here on July 31st, so in 2 days from now, we have the Mercury retrograde Cazimi. So that means that it's an Arabic word to say in the heart of. So Mercury will be in the heart of the sun. And usually it's a very auspicious day because you can get very important revelations, insights. And because it's a retrograde Cazimi, it's more important that we turn our energy inwards. And here on this slide, it says, embrace epiphanies, make space for reflection, quiet your mind, allow for insights to come through. At the bottom, I don't know if I can hide that. Yes. Read tarot cards, try automatic writing. So just a bunch of tools so we can really listen to our intuition. And on that day, like we can have very, very important messages. Can we ask the cards Are there some important truths about the past that shall resurface on or around this date? Let's ask.
Can you remind me the date for this one?
July 31st.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. First card is the Mirror. So where have you been holding false belief about yourself? Because that's a mirror. Where have you been also have illusions about the rest of your life and other people as well? Mission, your career, things are being revealed. This card is reverse. Okay, so it's reveal, and there's fog in the mirror. So where have you not been able to see clearly the truth about yourself or your reality? We have secret. Let's take one more card on this.
That really sounds like a Mercury retrograde Cazimi with the secret card. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, rejection in the full moon. I think that you're going to learn a lot about the true you. And I think you're going to be able to really, it's all black and white, also those cards. So it's very important that you understand your past, where things are coming from, and that you remove this root of this kind of a transformation. How do you say that filter? I would say that filter from the root. So I would say that on that date, there is going to be possibly reveal, but mainly it can be from outside sources as well. But mainly it's going to be about where have you had filters in your life, how you see life, and really understanding where it comes from and how can you move out of it.
And yes, one of the best ways I think to remove any subjective filter that we have is to take time to redirect their energy inwards, to meditate. I personally love to meditate for that reason, because I feel like it's removing layer by layer of what we've absorbed from the outside world and what is not ours in terms of energy. So, and while it's Mercury retrograde, there's no need to look for outside sources to get your the truth or anything. Like, just try to concentrate on connecting with your own intuition. Okay, I love that. Next question that I have, and I've been wanting to ask this for a long time. I've been wondering about Moldavite, which is it's called the Stone of Transformation. I know it's very popular amongst spiritual communities. And oh, I have another slide, I believe, here. No. Okay, I had another slide. And it said that it's like a really powerful stone to work with because it can really usher drastic transformation in your life. So you have to be really ready in order for to work with Moldavite. And it is believed to be from outer space. Well, it's probably from outer space because it's and I hope I'm gonna try to find the other. Okay, I have it. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. And it says Moldavite has a very high vibrational frequency because of its connection to the cosmos, and it's known to be a very powerful stone. And I had another one. Yes, it's Mercury retrograde, that kind of day. Yes, okay, it's a tektite. That's the word I was looking for, because it's a meteorite that impacted the earth and created this kind of glass crystal. So it's very expensive because it's very rare, and it's said to have this connection with the outside of the outer earth realm. And Sophie, shall we ask some questions about Moldavite? Let's start with what are the powers of this stone of transformation?
Okay.
Called Moldavite.
Okay, wow. Whoa. The card of clouds and solitude, confusion, depression, and doubt, and solitude. We're going to understand what it means in a second. But that could be the start point, I think, where you start before you have this stone. And then we have receptivity. So yeah, you have to be ready to work with it. Absolutely. It says it will help you to open your heart. We have touch of evil, and the last card is We have flattery, affection, and charm. And I'm going to take 2 cards of tarot as well. Yeah, limiting belief. So this goes underneath confusion and cloud. So this is not a surprise to have this showing up. Then we have the card of 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles that just fell. Okay, a bunch fell. 10 of Wands underneath touch of evil. And we have 8 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles. So basically, it aimed to return you at a balance in your life and in your mind. So it aimed to, I would say, if you know tarot, it aimed to return you at the stage of the magician, where you have to master mind and you have to master the treaty as well. So as above, so below. And this is going to really work well with you if you are in a place of, I really want to see result, I really want to manifest, I really want to work on what can be good and what is positive in my life. So it has the possibility of giving you exactly what you're asking for. If you're someone that is too negative, if you're someone that is in the spiraling down, it will start by detaching you from all of the negative, but it's going to be a hard process if you are not willing for the transformation, because it needs to remove the negative. So if you're holding on to something, it's going to be very, very tough. So it has the possibility, again, to strip you away from the negative, but sometimes we don't see things as a negative, and it has the possibility of giving you everything you want, but you need to welcome change.
Ooh, this sounds like an eclipse type of stone. I love that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And since in the month of August, we're going to be stepping into pre-eclipse season, because we usually start feeling the energy of the eclipses a month before. So as of August 7th, we're going to be in the eclipse window already, because the first eclipse is going to be on September 7th. I'm wondering if it's a good time to work with Moldavite before eclipses, or... Oh,
It is.
okay. Because we're going to help, let's say, cleanse our environment and ourselves in order to welcome the changes. Right. Okay. And it's a card of manifestation, right? So it talks about removing all blockages in order to manifest your dearest intentions.
Yeah, and I just said that it's like the energy of the magician, and the magician card came up. So again, if you're willing to welcome change, if you're willing to accept that whatever leaves your life is good for you and whatever comes in is good for you, this is the stone for you.
I love that. Okay, so right before we dive into finances, politics, all that juicy stuff, I just wanted to share our schedule for the week. So we are already Tuesday. This is the 5D News show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're putting a new one, a fresh new show for you guys. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be having our second live class of the course Practicing Tarot. This was so much fun. We started last Wednesday, with beautiful souls from all over the world. So we connected together. That was so much fun. And like, I cannot believe like how much good intuition insights we were able to share together. That was so much fun. So the second class is going to be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Still time to join in if you'd like to. It's possible also to rewatch the other classes on the other class that we've already done on replay. There's going to be 5 of them in total, and the link will be below if you'd like to register. And also, we're going to be putting our brand new Astro Tarot predictions for the month of August for all 12 zodiac signs. This is going to be a very interesting one. So this one is going to premiere at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then on Thursday at noon, we have the classic traditional pick a card that so many people love. So thank you for joining us, and do make sure you like this video before we move on. It really helps us. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about finances. In here, I have an article from Tim that says Trump, okay, this is why I don't like putting those videos here, because there's so many ads. Trump media buys $2 billion in Bitcoin as it pursues crypto treasury strategy. Okay, so let's dive into that. And also he put new regulations to deal with cryptocurrency, which is called the Genius Act. And Tim is asking, is the Genius Act and Trump media's action a good sign to invest in Bitcoin for regular people such as you and I?
I would say it's a short-lived yes, but it says short-lived. I'm trying to show you the card. Yeah, so we have the aggressive, that could be the Mars energy, the fast, the competition to get it. We have unknown. So there is a plan, but we're just not aware of what is the plan. It says lucky, and people are picking up money on the floor on this card. Then we have the man, invisible man. And we have the purge and limitation, 8 of Swords energy. So I want to say this is going to possibly be a boom and then ending. So I would probably look at opportunities to do it, but short-lived. So I still see a little bit of danger in investing in this because of it. Yeah. Again, the card is agreeing with this, the Knight of Swords. So it says yes for now, but it's short-lived. And then we have
like, I'm sorry, can we have a little idea about short term? Like, how much of a short term are we talking about? Like days, weeks, months, in your opinion?
We have the Queen of Swords.
Okay.
A few months tops, I would say.
So maybe like an air month?
Yeah.
Libra season?
Yeah.
Okay, so before end of September.
Yeah.
Even August with this card.
Yeah.
August, September.
Yes. Yeah, we have King and Queen of Sword, and we have the Sun card. So it seems that there is insecurities after all. After this, I mean, in the cryptos, it's not going to be the best.
So it's like eclipse season basically is going to shake things up on the financial world market, which makes sense. And you have to reap the rewards before then.
Yeah, I would say laws are coming in around this that could change a lot of things. Maybe taxes. That could be, because with those cards, secrets, unknown, mystery, with the law, that could be changing the whole system on Bitcoins with laws.
Yes, and I think it's also like I'm not completely familiar with the Genius Act, but I believe it's also going in the same vein of adding some regulations to people who are going to try to acquire some cryptocurrencies. Okay, let's take a look at gold and silver because it's fun and because a lot of people love it. Let's start with gold. What do you see for the next upcoming weeks for gold?
I will push you, try harder. So this is because of the Bitcoins. I think there is going to be a little bit of competition with the gold in terms of investment. We have, I will love you till the end of time. So there is still not a big crash with this one. It says, even though there's competition with other things, it's pretty much, I would say, stable. So stable with gold and silver, that doesn't mean flat line. That could be a little bit of up and down, but it stays approximately the same. What else is coming? So we have lover come back. So I would say that overall gold is pretty much going to be very much secure, and I would say crypto may be stealing the show for a little while, but gold is pretty strong. We have the card of tradition and the card of stability with it. This is my card for commitment. Yeah, so over the next few weeks, I don't see that this is going to be a big up. We have a little bit of up and down, but overall this is balance.
Okay, makes sense. And also, can we take a look at silver? There was a recent rise of silver in the past months. And you said in a previous prediction that we would have to wait a little longer to see a big rise in the value of silver. What's coming up for the next weeks?
Okay. Despair, the devil, healing, receptivity, settling, throat chakra. We're not there yet.
So it's still being messed with, the value of silver.
Oh, for sure. Look at this. For sure, for sure, for sure. Mute and
Surprise.
silent. Yeah. Okay, what's coming up next? Yeah, it's still being held. It's not there yet. Yeah. I think it's still gaining value slowly, but it's not going to be the big up that we are wanting to see.
Okay, well, hold on just a little longer. Hold on tight, everybody who is holding silver for the moment. And let's talk about some very interesting announcement that has been made. Thank you, Tim, for sharing. So apparently 4 tech executives from Palantir, Meta, OpenAI, and Thinking Machines are being sworn in as U.S. Army Reserve Lieutenant Colonels. So this is very weird. So apparently they are trying to merge the government and big tech all together. So what are they trying to do here? This could be a little sneaky. Let's ask the cards. What is the political goal regarding this operation? And here, if I scroll down, I think we're going to have, yeah, exactly the people who are now U.S. Army colonels. So what is the political goal regarding this announcement?
There is way more to this story that we think there is.
Oh.
Okay, it says growing maturity, soul family. I'm here to help you learn and grow, and we have a learning and maturity and growing. Long term pyramid is the card of enlightenment ascension, and we have the key. So they are here for the long run. They are there to develop the system of AI, so we are able as human beings to respond to anything that could come from off-world as well.
But you think it's AI, or could it be like space technology? Is it talking about like the space agency and space travel and
yeah,
okay.
Space travel, absolutely.
So they're working on something in order to make us competitive with other races, or to get us into deep space. So what do you think is happening here?
First of all, I think that those things we will never know as you and I. We will never know, because they will keep that very secret. High Priestess, as I'm saying this. So there's a ton of different goals with this. Okay. So ultimately, they are going to. We have Justice in the Stars. So ultimately, they're going to want to develop more of a defense and more of intelligence to communicate, to plan things, to expand their knowledge with other planets and other civilization, but also they're going to use that for here. Because in this process of getting better with the technology, with everything that they have, they are aiming to gain a lot more of AI control on the population here, and to use that in the same time to develop skills for defense and for other things as well, for other civilization and planets. So there's a lot, and it says a long-term goal. They want to, it says, conquer the world.
Okay, and can we ask the cards, like, is it going to have like mainly, let's say, a positive effect on the world's population, on the Earthlings? Or is it going to have like a more negative? Oh, wow. Space
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. It's
It's
space,
the
but
magician?
it's a magician that is playing a trick.
Ah.
So
So hiding more space stuff again.
it's yeah, it's honestly, I'm trying here to stay positive, but it is what is happening behind closed doors, and
Yeah,
it is
yeah. But you're
not
reading
nice.
the card and you're doing it well, so we don't want you to bypass any important message.
Yeah, well, the intent is bad. The intent is to play tricks to say that it's for exploration of the space, but it's a trick. And here we have the emperor, and here we have behind closed doors, decisions are being taken by people who are just the 1% of the elite, I would say. We have King of Pentacles. And I like this image because they are actually playing here in the casino. So they know that it's risky, and they know that they're making decisions that are going to impact a lot of people. They're just doing it anyway.
Okay. This is not really surprising, but for that specific announcement, it is surprising to me at least. But I'm wondering because we know, like, on a more spiritual level, that we're going towards more light, more unity consciousness, more abundance of all good things for all the Earth's population. So,
Mhm.
what is it? What is going to be the major turning point for us in order to not get onto this timeline of more control and more lies and deceptions? What is going to be the turning point? What is going to change the events?
It seems to be two things. It seems to be health, all of the chemicals and the heat. The health is going to be a big trigger, and it seems to be also that we're losing our the control over our own lives, and people are going to react to it. People are going to react to, I want to be able to travel where I want to be able to eat what I want, or to do, or to whatever it is, have this kind of freedom. Eight of Sword is not a card of freedom. Eight of Sword is a prison of the mind, which is really not fun to be in. And this Knight of Sword is also there. So I think that there could be a lot more of um, limitation that are coming, that is going to be the final push on human. And
To
of
get
course,
like more like of an awakening. Is that what you're okay?
yeah,
Through the
absolutely.
health, through the health component.
Yes, I think health is going to be very, very, very important, because we see it here, but we see it here also in this picture where he has a mask to be able to breathe, and we can see that health is a big concern for many people here. So I think that the health and I want to be free is going to be triggering a lot of people with the AI process and everything. There is still going to be this push of, we want to make everything automatic. We want to have like face reading or whatever it is. And people are just going to say, I'm out. I want to be independent. I want to to be able to grow my food. I want to be able to have nature and not just being in a big mall, not being just in a big downtown, very busy with pollution and malls. And this is basically what is going to be playing a big part, is health and travel, liberty of freedom of going where you want.
Wow, this is so interesting. And like the North Node right now is in Pisces. We have the nodes in the health axis until the end of the year. Well, at least until the end of the year. For all of 2025, we have this happening. So a big focus on health. And I'm wondering if, because this is so interesting that you're saying that the pivot of everything is going to be majorly happening through health. Is it because let's say there's going to be another major health event that they're preparing, and is it okay, I'm going to rephrase that question. Is it because a lot of people are going to awaken through a lot of health stuff happening to them, or is it because we need health and we need to find more alignment within our body, soul, spirit in order to um, let's say have more of our psychic senses and be able to discern the truth? Do you understand my
Yeah.
question?
Yeah. I think that the awakening with health is just because people are going to be. We have Ace of Wands, we have the Page of Sword, and we have the Death card reverse. I think there's going to be an increase on illnesses, an increase on awareness with the food and with everything that is put in the air, everything that is put in the water and in the food. And people are just going to say enough. I don't think it would be a pandemic of some kind. It could be because it's still linked with health, but because it's that kind of anger that is there, I would say it's more of a rise of it could be the big C word or a lot of inflammation in the body, and people are just reacting to we don't have maybe the money to pay for it in certain cases. So depending on where you are in the world, maybe the health access is not the best, or you don't have access to it, or the way it is healed is not making sense. So there's going to be it's multiple levels of things with health,
Yeah.
but there is an anger and a need for answers and a refusal of keeping the same way as usual.
Yeah, and the way like you explained it, I think that's both of what I was asking. It's a little bit of we need people to awaken more to the true nature of reality. Oh my God, what happened?
What was
Sorry.
that?
Something fell in my house, I guess. I guess
Oh,
we're
you have
talking about,
friends?
I'm sorry?
You have ghost friends?
Apparently. Or is it a sign that we're talking about something very important? I don't know. But I think it's both. I think it's a lot of the awakening is going to happen through health, but also it's so important that people awaken to that because it's going to help them gain their power back through health, through integration of the soul into your physical body.
Yeah.
Okay, in regarding that, I was not going to go there yet, but let's just go because you kind of talked about it a little bit. So apparently, there is a pandemic agreement that was adopted by the World Health Assembly recently. And it says here, while the world was distracted, they signed it. And apparently, it's 173 countries, including yours, probably from where you're watching. So they just handed sweeping powers to the World Health Organization. Here's what this may mean: global lockdowns, border closures, forced mass, I'm not going to name this, mandatory digital health IDs. Okay, so let's go there because I'd like to ask the cards in that circumstances because we don't want to be spreading more fear. We don't need it. But I think it's important to know what they're planning so we can also react. So, are they trying to plan for a new pandemic? I believe in the past when we pull cards on that question, you kind of said that they were attempting to, but it wasn't going to happen. So let's see if we're still there.
They're really trying to for this winter. They're really trying to for this winter. Um, the intent is to remove once more the fertility.
Wow.
So let me just switch
So
to.
apparently they didn't do a great job or not as good as they thought last time. Okay.
Um, and it says the first card is the high honor. So it says that there is a lot of rewards also for the people who have interests in it. That means it says authority and everybody that's supposed to protect. So pharma and everybody that has something to gain. It says heading towards this crumbling corruption, destruction this winter. So let's see the second row if this is going
Yeah.
there.
Will it come to fruition? Was going to be my second question because although they're trying very dark, they have very dark plans, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And the train is saying, yes, you're right. I wonder what the train means, the train message means.
I don't know. So just confirming that this is going to be, they're really aiming for winter. Okay. I don't like it, for sure. I don't like it. It's still something with lungs. It's still like airborne. Is it how you say that?
Airborne?
Hmm.
Is that where it's I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay.
Is it the word for it? I don't know.
I guess.
Okay. So something with like the last one. With the card of corruption, let me just show you the card of corruption, what we have. We have the Tower, Four of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. So those three together could say that they were aiming for something bigger, and it's going to be less than they wanted to. But still, it says that they're really going to go for it and create more fear around it, even though in the physical form, it's not going to be that important. It's going to be more of the media and such. So we have those three major arcana following.
Wow.
I would say there is a possibility that it's going to be short-lived with those cards, but they're really aiming at this currently.
Okay. What can we do in order to strengthen our immune systems right now in our, let's say, natural protection mechanisms?
Okay, first of all, it talks about social. It says that you need to have a social life right now.
Wow, that is so cool.
You need to have like friends, you need to go outside, you need to spend time with people, having fun. We are in Leo season, so that makes a lot of sense. Also, it talks about how you need to have a healthy balance in life. And if you do this, it's not that much about like taking your vitamins or anything.
Mhm.
It can help, absolutely. But it's more about how your mental health is going and how you refuel right now for what may come in the winter. We still have time to change what is coming, but it's about how you can be in this good balance and be refueling your battery of social.
Wow, that is so cool. And the North Node is in Pisces. Pisces deals with the mental health. Everything that's, let's say, can be seen as a blockage in the unconscious realm, in the invisible. So it's time to make a lot of the unconscious conscious, to remove blockages, to let go of issues, and also to make sure that you have like a very well balanced life. And it's not just, and I love the fact that you said like it's not just about taking your supplements. Yes, it's part of it, of course, but the South Node is in Virgo, which talks more about natural products, supplements, having a healthy physical body. So yes, it's part of the equation, of course, but the main focus is on finding like a spiritual balance between mind, body, and soul, which is more Pisces, the invisible, putting the invisible and divisible together. So I love that. And I'm going to try to share in the upcoming episodes more, let's say, natural products or anything positive that we can do in order to strengthen our natural protection mechanism, but mind, body, and soul, of course. And let us know in the comments if you have any ideas or recommendations for us.
Don't
And
forget that by seeing other people, you also have your immune system stronger because you enter in contact with other
yeah,
people. And so that was something that people didn't, I don't know, it's not us here, but people didn't understand that, is that if you always use like the mask and everything, you don't get in contact with things that are making your immune system stronger naturally. So that right now, make it stronger.
totally, totally. I love it. And also we have a free community for you to join if you'd like to share some information with like-minded souls. The link will be down below. And I share monthly astrology predictions, weekly rather, astrology predictions on there. We have monthly giveaway contests for getting a reading with Sophie, and we have much, much more there. So go check it out. And I'd like to ask on, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this right, diatomicious earth. Yes, I think I have it. So this is a let's say, a natural product that I discovered recently, Lada Duncheva, which is an amazing astrologer, was sharing a lot about how it really changed her life for the better. So a few of its benefits include getting rid of parasites, worms in the intestinal system. Also, of course, it can be used for animals. It can be used for a plethora of other areas in your life. But here I'm going to focus more on the human body because there is a food grade diatomaceous earth. And it proves digestion, nutrient absorption, and it says also it helps to fight arthritis and joint pain, and it helps with nails, skin, hair, and boosts metabolism. So, can we ask the cards? What are the effects of taking this product for humans? What are the benefits?
Yeah, the gut is really showing up. Okay, let me see the second row. That's so far it's pretty much interesting. The vision is in the cards.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments because I know there's a lot of people that know a lot about nutrition and health. So let us know if you see a connection between the eyes. Is that optimal?
Yeah.
Optimal?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the adjective? I don't know, but the health of the eyes.
So hair, absolutely. Very good for the hair. It's good for your vibration as a woman, mainly as a woman, I would say, showing up strongly for women. It shows up as more courageous. I don't know why, but it shows up as you would be more more courageous, more out there. Just your aura would change as a woman. I will ask more specifically for men what it does because the cards are just about women so far. So I would say that it can be quite strong for the body. So you have to start very carefully. It may not be for everybody also. But it talks because of the circulation. For some reason, the circulation could be something that you have to watch if it matched with your body. But it says that if taking them the right way and progressively and things, you would have better vision. You would improve with your hair, with the nails, possibly. Also, you mentioned that, and they always go together. It talks about how you would be more open-minded, more courageous. Your emotions would be more balanced. Your hormones would be more balanced for a female. So there is something here that I think humans are lacking in multiple nutriment in there because it talks about multiple things that are not normally connected. Let me just see quickly for men.
And it says like the main element that is present is silica, and that really helps with the hair, the skin, the nails, and many other good stuff too. But it makes sense also with the digestion because if you get rid of parasites and have a better digestion, then you're able to hold more of your energy, more of your power. So that kind of makes sense in my opinion. I don't know if I'm completely off the track, but let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah. For men, it helps them to embody more of the qualities of the masculine energies, such as the provider, such as the more stable. So I think that it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much playing with healing from the blockages because the first few cards are about removing of the blockages. Then we have the healing of the star, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I think that the effect for men is more slow, and you may not see as much result right away. Especially I'm assuming if you have short hair, because the hair seems to be one of the things that is coming up very quickly and can help women feel really great. You know, when you're looking great, you feel great about yourself very easily. I think that's the first thing that is starting with this. The stomach is absolutely there for both. But for men, there seems to be a little bit more time that is needed on this product to see the big results. I really think that this is something to look into and parasite could be influencing your life in a very profound way. So just the removal of that is going to be responsible for a lot of what I'm seeing, being more in your power, being more assertive, being more attracting what you really want in life.
Yeah, and I think that's probably bigger than we think. I started taking it a few months ago, and right at the get-go, I could start like having less sugar cravings. And that in itself like rebalanced my whole, let's say, energy level, my sleep cycle. So I felt like more energized and I felt more true. I don't know if I can say that, but truer to who I really am. And that allows you to shine your light even more. So I think
Yeah.
this is probably like a good one. Let us know what you think in the comments. And I'd like to touch briefly on this because this just happened. We learned that Ozzy Osbourne now is on the other side. And here I found this post, which I thought was super interesting. It says Ozzy Osbourne, so that was a while ago, says he's feeling relieved after getting his first, and I'm not going to name this, but his first treatment for the events in 2020. So, and so is there a connection between that? Because apparently he passed after years of, what is there saying here? That was something including the heart. So I hope I'm gonna, okay. It says here he canceled concerts after experiencing blood clots in his leg and had a filter placed in his artery to protect spread to his heart and brain. And we know that a lot of those products affected exactly that. So, and of course, Ozzy Osbourne is known to have had a life of party, drugs, maybe even a lot of dark cult stuff. Who knows? Can we ask the cards what was the true reason for his passing? Is it like a mix of things? Is it more of what's being mentioned here from the Billboard article, or is it something else?
Well, first of all, he's very, very clear on the other side. So he is already like past the window of time where they don't want to talk with human beings. So that is a very good sign. And he sounds very, very clear on the other side. And he takes full responsibility for what happened to his passing. So he says that he was an idiot. And that's not my words. That's completely what I heard from him. So let's see if the product has been the responsible for that. Okay, card on the floor. Okay. Boundary, bodyguard, the child. And the answer is yes. So let me check what the answer is yes. If you have the card of Ace of Sword. So we have the child 4 times. So let me just see what this means here.
Yeah. Is it because he was involved in?
No, not well. It could be, but I'm not asking about this. So that could be, but it's just I'm saying no because here the card of the child means that he was naive.
Okay.
And the card of the child says that basically he took a decision that he should not have taken. And the answer is yes on he had heart problems.
So I guess it kind of confirms the article that I was showing that it's probably it played a role.
Yes, it says confusion and it says brain issues, and it's the child again. So I think he is absolutely remorseful of being that naive. We have about 6 cards of children on so far. Remorseful of being naive and pressure from family members.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for that. That is definitely important truths that we need to know. Okay, so I have an interesting question here from Amber from the community. So thank you, Amber, for your question. She says, my watch has a period tracker. Last month, it was off by 10 days, but now it is only 2 days off. I didn't make any adjustments on my app, so it should still be off by 10 days or so. I felt like I was on track with my cycle, both then and now, but I've also felt like time has been off. I was convinced it was Friday when it was actually Thursday. I'm wondering if someone is messing with our time. So this is where we're going for the cards. Maybe rewinding, fast forwarding, which I've heard they can do with things like the CERN. Can we pull cards to find out if they are messing with our time? Who and why, if that's the case? Or is it just astrological causes and maybe frequency rising that makes us feel like time speeds up faster? I love your face.
Cards. I have really interesting cards here. Okay. So I think we're going with hormones, but I want to show you the cards before I take the tarot cards. So we have the woman card,
Okay.
soulmate, marriage, courtship, the moon, which is the woman energy, and we have unexpected income. Okay. So unexpected income, the keyword are helping hands and surprise. Okay. So let me just see what that means when it comes to the time. And if it's just for the person asking the question or if it's for something more collective around this. So let's see.
I'm just mind blown. I'm thinking of so many theories, hypotheses of like, how could the cards have a role in the speeding up of time?
So I don't think it's for everybody.
Okay.
I don't think it's for everybody. We seem to have had some women experiencing it, but it seems
Okay.
to be mainly women, and it's not all the women experiencing that. It's a recalibration with your hormones that have happened, and it's to help you to go towards more of your own expression of your femininity, not just like in femininity, but in helping the world with your mission, because you needed that push. So a boost of creativity, a boost of intuition. And at first you could be disoriented, you can be confused, but there is a process where you're going to be benefiting from this shift of vibration that you can see with confusion, you can see with up and down with energy levels, even sadness. So it's really playing with your hormones. But the bigger picture is for you to receive help from above through this reset of your hormones.
Okay. I didn't think we were going there.
Yeah.
This is very, very surprising and interesting at the same time. So, okay, what are we experiencing here? Is it that time is speeding up? Is it that we're time traveling? What is going on actually with time for those, let's say, women experiencing that?
No, it seemed to be a shift towards it's really 5D things. It's not like something tangible here. It seems to be like a shift, a reset of the timeline. It's almost, I'm trying to explain something. It's like trying to describe a color that doesn't exist. There is kind of a timeline for men energy and a timeline for women energy, and it's kind of you, as if you have experienced this, you are now merging with the timeline of the men and you have your own. So what you felt is pretty much the both big timeline clicking together and your energy resetting to be aligned with your energy as a woman and the energy of the masculine energy that is there already. I know it's not super clear, but it's really complex in the card as well.
No, I loved it. I'm really fascinated. Okay. And is it something that just happened now recently, let's say in the past years, or is it something that was, let's say, a phenomenon that was already present in, let's say, the last decades? Or is it just now that people are starting to experience this?
I think you
And
may
I'm
have.
asking like a timing question on a timing question, which maybe makes no sense, but
no, it's right now.
okay.
I think you may have smaller experience in the past, maybe for some people, but it's smaller. Now it's like the accumulation of it. We are aligning the masculine and the feminine energy timeline, where it's not just the masculine timeline anymore, it's the feminine as well. Concretely, I don't know what it will change, but it says that, okay, well, it's beautiful energy. It says it brings the feminine energy more of a voice, more of a direction, more of a protection. And you saw all of those cards of like courtship, soulmate, marriage.
Yeah, to me, it's
So
like a fusion of the feminine and the divine masculine energy together. So we're feeling more whole as beings, and it changes the frequency.
yeah, it could also align you with your masculine for some people.
Yeah.
If you are meant to have a divine partner in this life and you have not met this person yet, you are more aligned to meet this person if it is in your plan, of course, because we have marriage, hierophant, courtship, soulmate, receiving helping hand, and we have balance so many times here that yes, it starts within us. We all have divine masculine feminine energy within us. But it can also be in a shape of a counterpart for some of us.
Yeah, and that totally makes sense because we say as above, so below. So what happens also inside of us, let's say working towards like a rebalancing of our feminine and our inner divine masculine, it's happening also outside. So as we're getting more whole and more balance, we also find that balance and that let's say coming together of polarities in our outside environment. So that makes total sense. Wow, I didn't think we were going there with that question. And I ask with the timing question of it because I've always felt like so lost in time since I was young, like very, very lost. Like people would ask me like the date. I couldn't even tell the year. I've always been like, I need like a planner, like a 3D planner in order to look at dates and feel like anchored in time. I am so bad at it. So
Okay, Starseed.
what? Yeah.
Okay, Starseed.
Apparently it's a common starseed trait. I've always been like that. And I found like tools in order to help me feel more grounded in the present time. But like this is my everyday life, not knowing like where we are, when we are. Let me know if that makes sense. And yeah, and apparently it's also an old soul trait. So wow, that was fascinating. I have so many more questions, but I guess it's going to go to next week. And let us know if you'd like to add any questions in the community. The link will be down below. And if you'd like to book with this amazing oracle, you can do so right now. We have still some spots left for summer, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a few more, I think, for beginning of August. Yes. And then I will be off for training. I'm going for medical intuitive training again in New York. So I'm really excited about this. And I will have some availabilities at the end of August after that.
Awesome. So if you'd like to book for summer, your time is now. And don't forget Jupiter as your discount code to get 10% off. This is available on the 1 hour tarot reading, the 1 hour past lives reading, and also available on the 30-minute pre-recorded tarot reading, which is quite popular. And you get the chance to ask all of your questions in the box provided in the form, and you'll receive a private video in about 2 weeks from the time you submit your order to the amazing Sophie. So thank you so much, Sophie. Wow, what amazing answers. Let us know in the comments below if you appreciated the show, and any comment is, of course, welcome. And do make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow for the predictions for the month of August. Thank you, everybody, and have an amazing week. Bye.